Hey all, this is Sean. Uh, we are the movers show up in about 2 hours. So while I had every intention of cleaning up the shop before giving a shop tour, that has not happened. As every time I clean it out, more stuff moves in, and I am just straight out of time before these things will not be here anymore. So I thought I'd walk you around, talk you through the shop. So starting down here is a tool I restored, probably close to 10 years ago now, is the Delta 10-inch unisaw right here. Runs on three-phase. Have the big 60-inch fence on that at the moment. Oh, I'm sorry, 50-inch fence, 51. I'm going to be exact about it. Then turning a little bit, we have the back up so we can see it a little better. Shop cabinets. These are old kitchen cabinets that were here with the house and will stay with the house. Just random stuff scattered throughout. Then back behind over here is a tool chest, just full of random tools. Most all woodworking. Spinning around is the Delta 8-inch joiner. That is single phase, runs on 220. Then in the corner, we have the not Powermatic, not even close. The Harbor Freight 2 horsepower dust collector with the wind filter installed. Bottom is, I've tried to modify it to use the garbage can instead of plastic bag to make emptying it out easier. I don't really recommend doing that. And then ordinarily, that would be hooked up right there and shoots through. This may be a little bit hard to believe, but actually, the way I've got that all set up is I have measured that at 600 CFM right at the inlet. Still not as much as I'd like, so I'll probably be upgrading, but much better than you'd think you'd be able to get out of a $150 dust collector. Has several hookups. One, there you see the joiner. It used to go through the wall right there down to the lathe, though I didn't do that very often, and be very careful about having a dust collector in a different room than your other thing because airflow balances. And the other thing it does is it goes up, around, and down to 2 different drops. One there is, the far one is rarely used, it's the drill press, and then the close one has a hookup, currently not on, for the miter station, and then a hose that either services the edge sander or anything else via this hose. You could come over and hook up to the table saw over there. Sorry for the complete mess. I really didn't want to do a shop tour this way, but like I said, movers show up in about a little over an hour, so let's see here. Other things of note. Delta restored, I want to say it's a 28-380 wood metal bandsaw. Restored that myself, so that came out of a school shop via eBay. It has on the back side here a cool little mechanism where it can either be the wood drive wheel, or it's not hooked up at the moment, but it can be down here, which is a 10-to-1 reduction for metal cutting. Close that back up. Nothing much huge to see here. An old, what is this, a 1 horsepower? 1.5 horsepower buffer wheel, 10-inch ball door. Let's see. Coming around here, miter station. This is just a DeWalt 12-inch, non-compound, or compound but non-slider. I'd like to upgrade sometime, but I don't see that happening anytime real soon. A couple fold-down extension wings that I can clamp a stops onto if I want to. Let's see here. Moving around. Acme 4C sander, which the 4, I believe, is supposed to stand for 4-inch, but it actually has a 6-inch belt on it, so take it for what you will. You probably lose close to an inch at the bottom anyway. With the homemade guard on there / dust collector. Back this way, DeWalt 735 planer. This has been a great tool. Has built-in fan. It cuts real smooth, but it is insanely loud. Limits when I can do woodworking, and we're in the sticks right now. Our new home will be not in the sticks and in a neighborhood, so that may be a problem that I have already solved. Back over here, which doesn't have a home at the moment, is the new to me Solemn planer. This is also 12-inch, but weighs a metric ton. I'm somewhat joking about that. I haven't actually weighed it out, but it is in the multi-hundreds of pounds. Sitting on a cast iron base with a 1.5 horse 220 motor up here, and then a 1/4 horse feed roller over there, or motor for the feed rollers. Let's see, moving around again. Kind of sitting on a bunch of stuff sitting on top of it is a Powermatic 1150 drill press. My Craftsman toolbox. This is mostly mechanics tools. When I get there, I'm looking forward to sorting through stuff and making the toolboxes make more sense. Powermatic 719 mortiser on a homemade base. And if you've been watching me on Instagram at all, this is the joinery bench that I made, and it currently is half disassembled. And let's see what's left. Oh, wood storage. Walk back here just a little bit. So what I have for wood storage is primarily vertical. All of this, most of that is white oak. I shouldn't say all. There's a few pieces of pine, a few pieces of maple scattered in there. But mostly white oak storage right there. Then plywood storage over there with some turning blanks that I should have processed, but just straight up ran out of time. Let's see, and then temporarily we have what was once air drying white oak sitting over here. This also came, so from the white oak previously came from a tree on the property. This is the second tree on the property that also died of disease, and was able to get the wood before it turned bad. So some large blanks over there. They don't look that big, but trust me, those are 2.5 inches thick, so they are pretty good sized over there. And then sitting in the middle is a few more blanks that just got set down yesterday that I need to do a little ripping on, because they have the sapwood is a little bit soft, and I'm no reason to take it with. So need to rip that off before they hopefully, fingers crossed, loaded it into the moving trailer. Then beyond that is just a bunch of junk that's sitting in the middle of my shop, pretty much keeping me from doing anything. Bed that I previously made, actual mattress in a bag. Let's see, anything else? Clamp walls storage right there. Oh, buried in there was a router table. And back there was where I used to have 3-phase power, but I have taken that down, so not too much to see back there. So please excuse the messy shop. Looking forward to setting up a new one in North Carolina when we get there. You guys have a good one.